Good morning. My name's Elise Rumble, and Mrs. Fortune asked me to talk to you guys today about my disability, which is this. I was born without any fingers on my right hand, and I'm about to turn 30. So I was just going to talk to you today about how it has affected my life. I don't really know why I was born this way. It's never really been a problem. I've never really wondered why. It's just something that happened, and I have to be okay with it. So I have some notes down here, so if you see me looking down here, that's what I'm looking at. When I was in elementary school, I would hide it a lot because I was embarrassed, but as I grew older, I became more and more comfortable with myself, and no one ever really made fun of me. I just always tried to be nice to people and make friends, and I always just tried to treat other people how I would want to be treated, and they seemed to do the same for me. So no one ever really made fun of me. People would ask me a lot of questions like, what happened to your hand? Does it hurt? Will it ever grow back? No, it will not. It doesn't hurt, but I would just be straightforward with them, like, this is how I was born. I don't know why, but, and then, let's see, it never really stopped me from doing anything in my life. I would still, when I was a kid, I still did everything that every other kid did, except for maybe the monkey bars were a little hard, but I could do that if I really put my mind to it. So anyways, everyone was always very accepting of who I was. And so throughout my life, I've become more and more comfortable with it, to where now if people ask me about it, sometimes I make a joke like, oh, it's got stuck in an elevator, or, oh, I got my arm bit off by a shark. Silly stuff like that, just to make jokes. But so I ended up going to college to be a teacher, which is what I do now. I'm an art teacher at Oakdale Elementary in Boonville. I used to work with Mrs. Fortune when she worked at Logue Elementary in Boonville. I was her aide, so I helped out in her classroom. So now I come to school every day. I do my job, and I'm going to show you guys some of my artwork and stuff that I've done here in just a few minutes, and I'll show you some pictures. But I love my job. My students are very accepting of me. Again, they'll ask questions, and I'll just, tell them the answers. Like, this is how I was born. And every year when kindergarten comes, they're always very curious, and because they've never seen anything like this before, but it's fine. And they, I'll make jokes with them here and there as well. But most of the time, people don't even notice it. So I just got to keep being who I am. So I'm going to go through now, and I'm going to show you some pictures of some artwork that I've done and some of the stuff I do in my classroom, so that you guys can know that having a disability doesn't have to affect your life at all. I still live a normal life just like everyone else. So here we go.
All right, so this is my husband, Kelly. We got married 2 years ago. And this is he and my dog, Griff, who we've had for 1 year. I wanted to show you guys that I do these paint parties on the side. People come to paint door hangers, and I help them paint it and do the finished product. And then here is some artwork from my students. We just had our art show right before spring break, and so I am so proud of them and all of their accomplishments. I just had to throw that in there. They work so hard. And then lastly, as my little student here, she wanted to be like me on Dress Up as What You Want to Be When You Grow Up. Oh, and one more thing, I have to throw in some of my artwork, because I guess I am supposed to talk about myself. This is something that I made, and so this is the type of artwork that I do when I do artwork on my own time. I love to paint. I love to paint bright and whimsy stuff, and I love doing like the cursive letters. So that is all about me in a nutshell. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask Mrs. Fortune, and maybe she can get the questions to me, and I can send a video back to you guys. Have a great day.